Great, pitch black. Moonlight. Thank you, moonlight. Good thing the rattlesnakes rattle, huh? So at least you can hear them. Made it in.
We just spent the night in a place known for being the home of rattlesnakes. We arrived in the middle of the night and still had to fill water in the van and not be able to see where the rattlesnakes were. The challenges didn't stop there. Next day, we were greeted with a sandstorm and still didn't want to give up on the plan to go slide on the sand dunes. Were we able to do it? Stick to the end to see, and we were definitely the only ones in the park trying to do this thing. Come adventure with us as we leave the Santa Elena Canyon from the high-class episode and drive over 200 miles to get to the Monahans Sandhills State Park to literally fight over a sandstorm. The drive out of the Big Bend National Park was absolutely stunning, with the platinum sunset painting the background and an unbelievable 3 hours driving until we saw civilization again and found signals back on our cell phones.
So I'm recording this to remember to include the story of crossing the border patrol. We were not gonna put pants on because we just came from the hot springs and it was hot, and we're like, well, we're just driving, you know, we have all these winter clothes. Like, let's just sit on a towel in our underwear, you know, it's just us in the car. But luckily, I remember I saw a U.S. border patrol, and I was like, wait, what if we get stopped in the border patrol? We're not gonna have pants on. So thank goodness we didn't, because then we passed through the border patrol. There's this handsome officer. And we both were like, at anything he said, we're like, yes, sir, yes, sir. And he also was getting shy, like it was so funny. And then we were crying, laughing after that, imagining both of us without pants on, passing through the border patrol. Too good of a story. Please include this in this episode. Selena from the future. Selena from the past. I love you, girl. Bye.
I'm so glad that that scene only happened in our imagination and that when we got to the park, the gates were still open. Gates are open! Now how do we find where's our camping spot?
One way, so left or way or up.
Yeah, but let me pull over here because we need to figure out something in the GPS that takes us.
Alright, so we stopped at the visitor center that of course is closed, but there was a sign of the park and the camping areas, and also a sign with warning that this is the home of rattlesnakes. Fantastic. I want to turn around and go back to bears and mountain lions, can we? So now we're trying to find where the camping area is. Camping and restrooms this way. This is all pitch black, as you can see. I think you all see better in the camera than what we see in real life here. Number one. Okay. This is going better than expected. Number two. There's water hookup, amiga, right at our door. Nice. 8. There's a car in our camping spot. Great.
It's probably theirs.
No, it's our spot.
Yeah, but that's probably the car.
Oh.
Want me to go knock? You can park like here, but all the hookups are on the other side. So I'll have to reverse and park the other side.
No, it's the holes. So we just... Yeah, that's very frustrating.
I can go knock at the door.
You sure?
I mean, it's not very pleasant, but...
Well, let me turn around and get you closer there then.
Anyways,
What if it's not theirs?
I know, but who else is it gonna be?
Right? So luckily, the gentleman of the trailer just came out and said that he has a hard time pulling his trailer
massive.
around. So he thought no one was coming this late. Of course, it is almost 10 p.m. our time here. So thank goodness he came out, and now we can pull into our campsite. All right, everyone, let's come out in the sand where they say be careful to step on the sand for rattlesnakes. But can you see shit? Because I cannot see shit. I just cursed. This part was really scary because we had just seen the warning signs for rattlesnakes everywhere. Be careful when you step on the sand. And here we are arriving in this unknown place at pitch black dark and coming outside to try to refill water in the van and not being able to see if we're stepping on a rattlesnake. So we are feeling water. It's cold. Oh, the sky looks kind of pretty with the clouds coming out. The stars coming out through the clouds. That's what I meant to say. And the moon. And the sand dunes. Alright, let's wait this to fill up. Mission freaking freezing accomplished. Great, pitch black. Moonlight, thank you, moonlight. Good thing the rattlesnakes rattle, huh? So at least you can hear them. Made it in. And shaky night of sleep, we woke up and cooked some fresh breakfast in the van to eat outside in the camp. One of the staples for my breakfast are eggs, and one of the easy ones to cook in the van is to buy the pre-chopped and frozen bell peppers, onions. Then I had eggs, some sausage and cheese, and just scrambled that all together for breakfast. I think it turned out delicious. Let's check with Gail first. All right, it's time to take this coffee outside and this awesome breakfast in this very windy day in the Sand Dunes Park. Oh, it's just beautiful. Is it good? Am I approved? All right, everyone, let's dig in. Living the van lifestyle on vacation does not take you away from those chores you hate doing, like the dishes, but it's a lot more encouraging with the view and knowing adventure is literally waiting for you right outside your door. And just as we are about to leave for the visitor center, Gail lived one of her dreams in this trip, watching some tumbleweed rolling around.
It's not moving! Move! Like it would have to go against the up the. There you go. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good job. Oh yes! You know what? This is when you're gonna put that song.
Life come true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Gail's every moment of the trip and I'm gonna put this video.
And after Gail's dream come true, it was time to head to the visitor center to see what was the reality of ours. Try to slide on sand dunes on a very, very windy day. It is a very windy day. There is a high wind advisory in the park. So we're headed to the visitor center to see if we can still slide the dunes down. But as you can see, the sky is even like very sandy. Let me show you here in the front window. Like you can see like this cloud of sand in the air. So this is so frustrating because I'm not sure we're gonna be able to slide the dunes down. So we're going to the front of the park and gather some information and see what's to do. But at least we were able to enjoy a nice breakfast outside. We were able to sleep tonight and get some rest. It's just very sandy, very, very sandy. We just got to the visitor center and it's so windy. I cannot open the door. Oh man. No. And the wind strikes on season 3 again. Season 2 was already hard. So if you haven't seen yet, backtrack to season 2. We missed a couple of activities too on season 2 due to wind. Like flying the drone, paddleboarding are big activities that you cannot do with high winds. And we're gonna learn right now if we can still do sliding down sand dunes. This was the very terrifying sight from yesterday. Like, look at the picture of the snake they put in here. Like, be aware, rattlesnakes and other wildlife call this place home. Thanks for the reminder. All right, let's check it out. Officially welcome to Monahans Sandhills State Park in Texas. This place is massive. These dunes shift with the wind overnight, and some can rise over 70 feet high. We could actually feel the sand shifting overnight, moving the van. Definitely make some time to visit and explore the visitor center. Here we found a fossil of a sea creature from the time of the dinosaurs. Remember, we're over 400 miles from the ocean, so what stories are still buried under the sand? Speaking of surprises, see these glassy tubes? That's fulgurite, formed when lightning strikes the dunes. Isn't that interesting? Oh, cool, all the animals we actually encounter. The road runner was definitely my favorite one. Oh, the rattlesnake.
Did we see a coyote?
And here's the one I'm praying not to encounter today in those sand dunes. Thousands of years ago, hunters and gatherers roamed here, and beneath the sand, they found remains of giant bison. Turns out, there's also a hidden reserve of minerals and resources still under the surface. For more than 400 generations, the only families crossing these hills were Native Americans. Today, well, sometimes you find things like a Mario World looking display of javelinas and clouds that make it rain. We couldn't even figure out how to play this thing. Only in Texas, right?
You're a bunny? Oh,
You're a cloud?
I'm a cloud? Rainfall. I'm supposed to...
You're the cloud, you're gonna rain?
I'm confused. I have a timer.
Oh, now you're thundering.
I'm so confused.
Oh, rain on the javelina. Can you
I
rain
don't
like
know
if you
if I
press the
can.
button?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yay. Why do I look so mean?
Besides being very confused with the video game, we love seeing the javelinas again, and we definitely got some important information about where we could try to slide down the dunes with the conditions of the sandstorm we had. To start, we could barely walk out of the visitor center with those discs. The winds were pushing against my body and those discs so hard. I doubt we're gonna be able to do any sliding, but we're not giving up. So just coming back from the visitor center, oof, the wind. Phil was so nice giving us all the advice and tips for the park. Well, basically, we're having 6 50-mile-per-hour gusts today. It is super, super windy. What I got in last season, what I got in the Florida Keys was gusts of like 30 and I think regular 20, something like that. It's very, very windy. But very nice. We were able to get the boards to slide down the dunes. He told us the spot to go. There's also shower facilities in here. So today to get a nice longer with lots of water shower from me and Gail. We're gonna go to the dunes where he recommended. So you can do on the smaller dunes like the ones you saw outside of our camping site. And I was correct. Campsite, take notes if you're doing this. This is a big tip. Campsite number 9 is the best spot in this campsite. We're gonna go to this location he mentioned. You have to climb the dunes and walk a little bit on the ridge of it to go to the steep point to slide. But with this wind and all they're like clouds of dust, of sand. So let's see how much we can do because it's very hard with the wind. Like we could barely walk on the bridge right there right now going to the restrooms. So let's see if we can walk on top of those dunes and get to the big dunes to slide. So we got to the sand dunes and hear this wind just trying to open the door of the car. Whoop. That goes the bottle. Damn. No, we need to go. Yeah. Whew. All right. Woo, this is gonna be a struggle. All right, let's go do this. We're being blasted by sand. Not sure we're gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna give you a try. So walking in the sand is already hard. But with this wind. Here, do you wanna use the board to cover your face? Are you good? Oh, my eyes. The struggle was real, y'all, but we weren't ready to give up yet. Here's the sand ghost. This is very hard. Just holding the phone is hard. In these conditions, we really didn't know if we wanted to go any further, but we also didn't want to give up, so we're like, let's try to slide on this side and see what happens. Yeah, keep scooping. Here goes Gail. I mean, we thought Gail was gonna go, but it was really hard to slide down. We saw in this video some people putting wax underneath the board, but we didn't have it, and also the wind was making things a lot more difficult. So we went on a higher hill, and let's see how that goes. If only I could hold the board to put it down to try to slide first. Alright, we found a bigger hill ahead. We're trying to, it's hard to hold this thing, it's flying everywhere. So we're gonna go try to climb that and see if we can slide, because this one was, didn't work. So I'm using my slide as a shield to be able to walk. It's really, really bad. But we climbed the dunes and we found this picnic table right there, so we're gonna try to slide in the opposite side. Let's see. Oh God, this is so hard. Whew. It looks like we found a successful one, but this wind, y'all, you have no idea how hard this was. And of course, I had to strike a pose at the end. Alright, that was fun. We're climbing up again to do it again. That's super fun. It was all fun and games until we find rattlesnake eggshells. But that also didn't stop us. And we just wanted to do it again and again, but this one time climbing up, the wind literally knocked me down. This thing is costing me blood. But one last time. Now you won't believe the surprise we had when we finished this adventure. It was hard to come out with the wind. Coming back with the wind against us. This is so hard. I'm gonna put you guys in my pocket and get going. So we're getting back. Oh. And then Mike and Jax just found us. Jax! Jax, I missed you! Woo! I can't believe this! This is awesome! Come, Jax! Come, Jax! So good seeing you! So good seeing you! He thinks it's a toy. Jax, you wanna go slide down the dunes?
I'll go, Jax.
You wanna show again how it's done?
Who's there? Who's there?
So, if you haven't seen the previous episode, you need to watch to see how we met Jax in this trip. Well, Matt, and you as well. I'm gonna leave the video right up in here for you all so you can enjoy once we finish this episode today, but we have one last stop. Time to return our discs. Go, Gail, go, Gail. So we just found showers here with nice and hot water, and I went to take off my shoes and there's like a pile of sand in each. All right, let's go take care of it before I hop in the shower. How nice to be able to take a hot and unlimited water shower. How was it, Gail? Amazing. So we just finished our descending process of the Sand Dunes Park. Matt and Jax, it was so nice to see you guys again. How random that we bumped into the same park. That was super cool. The image of Jax running to me, unforgettable. Love you, Jax. Miss you. Bye, buddy. So now we're gonna hit the road because we have a 5.5 hour to get all the way to, where are we going? Fort Worth. So sandwiches for lunch it is, because we need to get going. It's already almost 3 in the afternoon, right? 2:30. So let's hit the road and we'll take you along with us. Sandwiches are ready, but we remember we still need to fill the van with water because we were using it freely because we knew we had it. Duties of the van lifestyle, you always have to be looking for water and where to refill, but because we knew we could plug right outside the door in the park today, we kind of overused it, so better refill before we leave the park. And Gail got another good tumbleweed sighting before we take off. And this one literally crossed the street. That was awesome. And the challenges with the sandstorm was not done yet because we had to drive in the midst of it to head to Fort Worth. So it's 3 hours of the drive is completed. Still very windy. It's a stop for Pizza Hut for dinner. Pizza and wine. I love this flexibility of camper vans. This morning we cooked bougie breakfast, and for night we were just stopping at Pizza Hut and getting something easy and quick for dinner since we had a long drive to go through and we didn't want to stop to waste more time to prep dinner. We finally made it to our campsite in Fort Worth, and believe it or not, it was at a wall climbing gym. This is super cool. I use what it's called harvest hosts, and it's some places like this, a mix of wineries, breweries, and farms that allows you to camp in their parking lot or their property. And this was a very convenient spot for where we were planning to go next day. I feel safer than boondocking when parking in these locations, and I know I'm not gonna get a knock in the middle of the night. You can use my QR code up on your screen to sign up for yours. Last thing on our schedule on this very packed day, yeah, it was packing because tomorrow is last day of this trip and we have another very packed schedule, so it was time to get this all a head start. But make sure you subscribe and stick to next week because we're gonna go explore Fort Worth, Texas and watch a parade of longhorn bulls, amongst many other adventures. See you next Sunday, adventurers! I don't know, this is weird, but I totally respect the sport and what this is.